You know, it takes a lot to piss me off. It takes a hell of a lot to piss me off when it comes to certain things like this. And after what I just seen today, after what I've just pretty much discovered when it came to this type of community, this is probably the most disgusting, the most vile, and the most messed up community I have ever seen in my entire freaking life, that has not just existed on Twitter, but has existed on Facebook, probably, that has existed on YouTube, that has existed on Tumblr. Basically, any social media site, this community still exists. And I'm still trying to figure out why. Why isn't this community just disbanded at this point? Why isn't any action being taken about this? Because now, this is the type of thing that pretty much like has the government create things like COPPA when it comes to YouTube, because these are the type of people that will use the internet to pretty much like harm children. And it still pisses me off that they still do it. I am literally sitting here angry right now because this community still exists. But enough of me ranting about it. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So I was on Twitter today and I was pretty much looking through my feed, and I pretty much saw Shiloh's tweet. And if you don't know who Shiloh is basically a musician from Canada, and she is one of Onision's ex-girlfriends, and she was one of the main people that pretty much started the deplatform hashtag on Twitter. And if you pretty much want to hear her story and everything, I will leave a link down in Chris Hansen's interview with her, which is Have a Seat with Chris Hansen, where she goes into details about her relationship with Onision, how he pretty much treated her, and basically it was like a lot of horrible things that he put her through. It was just disgusting. And she, ever since then, she has been pretty much been supportive of all the victims of Onision, and as well as pretty much taking no shit when it comes to online predatory behavior. And in this case, this one had me floored, because this was like the most messed up tweet that she ever retweeted. And I agreed with her when she literally used this. I don't use language like this normally, but it's on fucking site with you. Low life, disgusting excuse for a sack full of blood. Report please. Hashtag deplatform predators. Now, what she's talking about is that there was this dude who pretty much, whether it's a dude or a girl, I don't even know. All I know is that this is a Twitter account, which is basically part of a community that is known as the MAP community. And if you don't know what the MAP community is, it's basically short for minor attracted people. But let me go ahead and dumb that down for you. Pedophiles. And I am not afraid to use that word, because YouTube doesn't even pay me enough to even like keep me silent on this word. I don't even care at this point. So yes, this is a community where adults pretty much come together and they pretty much share one common interest, which is sexualizing children. And that shit is disgusting. I'm trying to figure out why in God's green earth y'all think that having this type of attraction is cool. I'm trying to figure out how is it that y'all think coming together in a community makes you like sound-minded people, because it doesn't. It just makes me want to pretty much like throw hands and pretty much find you guys in a back alley corner and pretty much knock some sense into every last one of y'all, because this is freaking disgusting. I've been a goddaddy for years now, and this terrifies me. The fact that there are people that are on the internet doing and saying things about children that they cannot do because they are not old enough to consent. Like, kids don't know anything about sexual acts and everything. And then once they're exposed to that certain nature, it scars them for life. It leaves permanent damage. And now I'm seeing people on here thinking that this type of behavior is okay, and that everybody who pretty much like look down on it or think it's weird, they're the problem. They're the weird ones. No, first of all, being in a mindset where you pretty much have to pretty much like think about sexual acts with a child, That is messed up. That is disgusting. That is freaking nuts. It pisses me off. It literally does. Like, the fact that there are people out there on the internet that would just go as far as to post some messed up shit like this. How can one not see how good looking toddlers are? They can really make me melt in a second, making me want nothing more than to see them happy and satisfied.
What the fuck did I just hear?
This one makes me want to take a shower. Like, I already took a shower and I still want to take another one after rereading this. Like, this account is just, what the hell, dude? Like, I looked on this account and then next thing you know, I pretty much looked on the profile of it. Action against nepiophobia in and outside of the map community. And that's when I pretty much did research on the map community, and that's where I pretty much came up with it, and that's when I pretty much felt like setting myself on fire with a whole tank of gasoline because of how grossed out I was. And then I had to look up what nepiophobia is, nepiosexuality. You really want to know what that is? You really want to know what that is? Because if I tell you right now, it's going to make your skin crawl, because it made my skin crawl. That's the whole reason why I took a shower in the first place. Basically, what that means, what Nepio pride basically means, is that you take pride in being sexually attractive to babies.
What the hell did you just say?
Literally, newborns to 2-year-olds. You're literally saying that you're attracted to that. And it's, oh my, I swear to God, it just makes me want to punch something right now. Like, oh my God, that is so freaking disgusting. I don't know how anybody could take pride into pretty much putting something like that out there. Like, dude, like, seriously, this is the type of thing that you need to go and get, like, literally mental help, because there is no way in hell that anything in your head should say that a baby can consent to something like this. They're babies. They don't know the world like adults do, like most teenagers do. They don't know shit like this. Like, even teenagers don't even know what the hell they're doing nowadays. That's why even if a teenager turns like 17 or 18 years old, they're not literally in the mental state to where they can consent to things like this. But the fact that we have people out here that literally try to make up shit like this, it just really, it just irritates me. It just, oh my God, it just hurts my brain to try to figure out how is it that people like this think that this is normal behavior. It's not. Like, literally, do you honestly think that a baby can actually consent to certain things like this? Do you honestly think that after posting stuff like this, that any parent would pretty much trust you with their child? Do you think if anybody actually goes online and pretty much sees this crap, and then they discovered who is this coming from, that they're actually going to pretty much like leave you be and say, oh, they're fine, this is normal? No, it's not normal, because literally there are parents out there afraid of what's going to happen to their kids. They're protecting their kids every day, 24/7, pretty much making sure that their kids are safe. And this is why. That's why most of these parents don't even let their kids on the internet nowadays, because of shit like this. It's kids, when they go on the internet, they don't know who they're gonna meet, they don't know who they're gonna talk to, and they don't know who's on the internet. I'm 24 years old and I already know that telling your personal business on the internet, it's really bad. You can't be telling everything that you can on the internet unless you're old enough to know how to pretty much get around it. That's why most kids shouldn't be on the internet to begin with. That's the whole reason why the whole COPPA thing was set up for YouTube. There were so many like underage kids on YouTube everywhere, to the point where it made it easier to pretty much go on there and pretty much try to talk up kids and everything like that. These are the type of people that will literally use the LGBTQ community, try to get closer to kids, and that is just wrong. That is gross. That is really messed up. You cannot pretty much make this shit up. I'm just flabbergasted by this. I'm not just making this video because it angers me. I'm making this video because this is a godparent telling you how scared I am about my god baby going on the internet. Like, she goes on YouTube to watch like Ryan's World, Elmo's World, and stuff like that, and I make sure that she pretty much goes on my YouTube Kids app. And this is why, because I get afraid whenever somebody uses the internet to try to get in touch with her or try to collect data or pretty much ask her questions about what she does on the internet or her favorite color, her phone number, stuff like that. It's like you cannot know what goes on the internet. You don't know what's going to happen to your kids once they meet somebody that they never met in real life. You cannot make this up. This is like something that I fear every single day. That's my world. All right, you touch her, I'm going to hurt you. People like this. And then you have this mindset like this. So I went out today and ended up playing with 3 toddlers, holding a baby I don't know, and having a conversation with a group of young children. I didn't know any of them before. It was just traveling for a couple of hours. What the fuck? And the fact that people out here are going on Twitter posting crap like this is just disgusting. So I wound up reporting this guy's profile, and Twitter got back to me and they said that they're trying to make this platform safer and whatnot, and I hope that they do wind up taking this dude's his profile down, because this is just insane. The fact that there is a whole community of people like this guy who don't see anything wrong with pretty much like sexualizing young kids and pretty much using them for sex, and then they tried to normalize it by saying that these kids may be young but they know what consent is, they understand it. Some of them are pretty much curious about it before they even turn 13. Just because they're curious about it does not mean that they know what consent is. Just because they are like wondering about it or asking questions about it does not mean they know what consent is. When you pretty much expose a child to something like that, especially at a very young age, you not only cause damage to the child, but you cause scarring. They will grow up messed up in life, and you are the cause of that. You probably won't see anything wrong with it because you're trying to get something out of it. You don't care about these kids. You don't care about like consent. You don't care about how they're going to grow up and how they're going to live their life. You probably don't even care that you're going to turn them into another monster because of the choices that you made. People, come on, we got to take a stand against this map thing, because this shit is just gross. It needs to be stopped. It needs to be taken down, because now Tumblr has pretty much like made it clear that they don't want anything like this on their site, and now they're pretty much trying to come over to Twitter. I'm afraid of what happened when they pretty much tried to take this crap over to Facebook or YouTube or anywhere else, and then they tried to use the same tactic. They probably already have used the same tactic on YouTube. That's the whole reason why we got COPPA in the first place. But my thing is that we got to take a stand against this. I'm sorry, there is nothing normal about pedophilia. There is nothing normal about you pretty much finding little kids attractive. And if any of y'all are pretty much part of this community, and if you go in my comment section and pretty much try to come at me with this shit, I don't care. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. I don't care. The fact that you pretty much think that it's okay to pretty much look at kids like that, that is messed up. Even if you're the type of person that will pretty much like stare at a child from afar and won't even commit, that doesn't matter to me. I am dead serious. I am freaking angry with this. This is not me trying to make a joke. This is not me trying to be funny. This is literally me angry right now. I am so pissed that this community still exists and they still see nothing wrong with their actions. How many more people are going to be using the internet to take advantage of children? How many people are going to think that this is not wrong? I'm so scared for these kids. I'm scared for all children, because this is just crazy. They don't know what they're getting themselves into, and that's why I hope that parents are taking necessary precautions to make sure that their kids don't go on sites like this, because this is just messed up. These people are they're just f***ed up, dude. Like, it's just so messed up how their brains work this way. Like, it's baffling to me. It's literally baffling to me. But anyway, guys, that's my video for today. And if you pretty much enjoy me pretty much shitting on this messed up community, then please go ahead and hit that like button and share this video. Please spread the awareness, get everybody to know about this. This is just messed up. I mean, this is pretty much the most screwed up thing I have ever discovered in my entire life. Like, I am so upset that I can barely get my words out right now. That just shows you just how angry I am. But anyway, guys, that is all for this video. Please share it, spread the word, pay parents keep closer eye on your kids, who they're interacting with, what they do on the internet, what sites, what apps they're going on. Please keep in mind of that. Watch them. But anyway, guys, this is Crazy King. I'm out of here. I'm probably gonna take another damn shower. This is just, oh, this is so freaking gross. Like, oh my god, like,